And welcome back to Factorio. I am SeiferKatt, and today we're going to try and make black and blue sciences. But before that, uh, every time I load up my game just to check some sciencey things, the bite is actually coming from this side. It's interesting. They just come right around the little lake and begin to just gnaw the crap out of everything that I love. So none of that, please. Okay, and that should help. So, we're going to make black science and blue science today. Black science will just require a few things, nothing too strenuous, and some steel plates, which is probably the most strenuous thing. Other problems we are going to be having is this is not quite outputting quite right. And the copper will never actually be used up going like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to curve that around. And hopefully make it a little bit better. Now, this will, of course, probably stop all production, but I've got a plan for that as well, one day. And like I always say, if you've got a plan for one day, you've got a plan for eventually, and that's good enough. I've never said that before, but maybe I'll start. Okay, and what we could do is also if we... no, never mind, we're not going to do that. I was wondering if we can make more steel, but I don't think that's necessarily required at this stage. What we do need is these better bullets, which is actually rather convenient because here's everything we need for it right in the same place. You don't get much more convenient than that, honestly. You really don't. Okay, and with that realization, we can build the bullets. So I'm not going to worry too much about using this to outfit my turrets yet. Standard bullets will do them just fine for now. The point is we just want to be having piercing rounds just for the sciences. And then we can get, what is it? Piercing rounds, grenades, and stone walls. Okay, that's easy enough. If we bring them over to, say, grenades are here. Grenades actually look like they're building up, backing up a little bit, which is nice. At some point we're also going to want these maybe to be on the belt just for a little while we upgrade them. Potentially. Even so, this is pretty good. So if we get the walls, which are up here, that's not going to work well there. There's not enough room. We get the walls and the bullets come over here, and then we merge them with the grenades that are also near here. That's black science right there, and that's pretty simple, honestly. What we could do is even that. Okay, so that is more or less our plan. We are, however, continuing the tradition of terrible spaghetti, but you know what they say, never forget the spaghetti. They may not actually say that. I wasn't really paying attention in school, but if they do say it, I'm sure that's what they would say. And as they say, I shall never forget the spaghetti. Okay. Okay, and so that is... Thankfully we've done most of the work we needed to for this. So that is nice and convenient. On a less convenient thing, it looks like we ran out of belts. On a more convenient thing, there's a lot of belts right here. We can just... I'm not going to bother going up to the box of belts just yet, but we will worry about that later. Okay. So that will be enough for most of my military science. I'm just wondering where best to put it. I feel like the correct place to put it would be... Well, I mean, why not here, honestly? I probably don't need that many blasting charges, and it'll work there, so why not there? There's a lot of reasons why not there, but none of which I particularly care about right now. The whole point of this is just to get things being built. We could argue about like correct placements for hours and hours and hours, but that would never get things made. So rather than arguing about things being in the wrong place, we're just going to put things down. I was watching someone stream the other day, and it was a very tidy, very tidy base, and I was in admiration of the base. But at the same time, it took forever, and as much as I appreciate the tidiness of the base, I'd rather get things done than have it be tidy. So we probably don't need too much of this. We just need it to start coming in. And there we go. Done. Simple as you like. And that'll all come in very soon. Great. And that is also meaning we're using more of these walls, which is fantastic too. That's great news. Now we've got a bunch of stuff here. At some point today I probably want to expand this a significant amount. I don't quite know how we're going to do that yet, but we will figure that out when it matters. And right now, it simply doesn't matter. And we were worried that copper ore would fill up, and it has indeed filled up. However, this is also filled up, which is kind of a complete opposite. This is good. Let's put some stone bricks around. Because we're making a lot of stone bricks, we might as well brick up the place. And that is good. That is a bit more science complete. I don't actually think we've got anything right now that needs black science. I think we may have moved a little bit faster than that. Flammables though, yeah, sure, why not? Okay, so the base is slowly getting bricked up. Probably not optimally, but I'm not here to do things optimally. I'm just here to think things. Oh, jeez. Never mind. We got problems. Put the sand in there. Pick up those bricks. Pick up those bricks, citizen. Okay, bricks have been picked up. We're okay. And we just want to be really big. Because remember, you always want to be as big as you can. That way you can scare off predators. This shouldn't be news to anyone. You must always scare off predators. They are after you after all. They don't call them predators for nothing. Okay, so we're out of bricks. That's okay. It's becoming a lovely color of grey. So now that we've got military science being produced, except for the fact I'm not seeing any military science coming this way, what's going on? Oh dear. Oh no. Okay, in true my factory styles, we have chucked a whole bunch of stuff into the wrong place. But it's the good news. Didn't really break anything. So, that's cool. I think everything's fine. If it's not, we'll find it later. Okay. And, yeah. So that'll get science actually happening now. Not that we needed it. This is the thing that I've just realized. But it's nice to know we're prepared. Okay, we can do combat rocketry or flamethrowers. You know what I think we want to do in the near future is start thinking about armor. I think we do actually need to start dealing with some of these biters. So what we could do is we want something that has high physical armor. 30%. Okay, so we've got to make light armor, that's the obvious part. Then you've got to get copper plates and steel. Steel might be a little bit more of a trick. Because I don't really make enough steel right now. But if I get... Oh dear. It looks like they tried to get around. They didn't quite succeed, but I don't like that they tried to. Concerns me that they tried. Okay, that'll be heavy armor. And now if I go and take a few grenades out for a walk, and we'll see what happens. Particularly these guys. These guys are too close and I don't like them. Oh, crap. Well, I see I built a light armor and they built a light armor and heavy armor. That's okay, these things happen. So let's grab some grenades and go for a walk. Because if we can get rid of some of these bases, hopefully that'll mean slightly less biter issues. Now, I admit I am pretty scared, but one should always be scared when going to deal with biters. They're filthy creatures, and they do not deserve to live. These biters are not going to give me any more resources, of course, but it's probably still good to get rid of them. I am going to put a box down though, just so that way, if something should happen to me, I don't lose a bunch of stuff that is difficult to retrieve. Yeah, it's probably fine at this point. And we're just going to put a hole in the wall real quick. Just wall it back up. And we've got 32 grenades. Let's see what we can do with them. Ah, I forgot the buttons to attack. This was a mistake. This was a mistake. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. It's the worms. It's the worms that get you. Okay. That's what we call an absolute success. There was no chance of that going wrong at any point. And holy shit, there are a lot of biters over there, which I probably need to go deal with very, very soon. That's okay. Nothing went wrong during that. There was no part where I thought I was going to die. I was very brave. And in fact, I think I'm going to award myself the Medal of Bravery on that one. Clearly well deserved. Yeah, we're going to blow up that cliff. But I don't trust that cliff. And those biters are clearly plotting. I don't like when biters are plotting. Makes me think they're up to something. It's almost the definition of plotting, isn't it? Okay. So we're going to put a few more turrets over here because clearly the biters are up to shit. Also, my box of stuff is back there, so I've got to go get it. I realize I've got to point the opposite direction. Yeah. Okay. That's good. Very brave. I'm proud of everyone who was on that mission. At no point did anyone fear for their lives because they knew they had such a competent general behind them. Or in front of them. Look at those filthy creatures. Disgusting. Anyways. The point is, we did well. Now, do we start thinking about blue science? Maybe. I always wonder if we should build a couple of more electric labs. Probably wouldn't go too bad. Just 2 more. 2 more wouldn't hurt anyone. And right now it's not particularly doing great, but that's okay. Probably due to the lack of grenades. Would we go too amiss by building more assembly machines? Probably. Use another first aid pack. How do I build more of these? I need raw fish. I'm not doing that. Are you kidding me? I'm surprised this is kind of moving. It shouldn't be. Oh, we are actually getting to the point that... Hmm. Okay, we're going to change this slightly again. Just because I really want them to get over this before we start doing anything else crazy. Okay. There we go, that should focus on that a little bit better. Now there's a couple of iron ore patches I can see that are not quite being managed well, but we will handle that. And then we get flamethrower turrets, which are great except for the fact they need multi-cylinder engines, which we just don't build yet. But we will get there, don't you worry about that. So, blue science is next. Now, blue science is actually going to require some new things. So, it's going to require the advanced circuits, which is why I was just thinking about expanding my circuit production. It needs multi-cylinder engines and sulfur. So, you know what? It's time to expand. Let's just break down this wall a bit. And if we can, I think I kind of want to leave those turrets there. Not because we need them, but just because they make me feel a little bit more secure. Okay, so that gets the basics of what I need for circuitry in the right place. And that's pretty good. I think I like that. What the problem we're going to run into very, very, very soon is just the lack of copper we have. So what I think I would like to do... Oh. 3 meteors came in over there. Cool. Thanks for coming, guys. Appreciate it, as always. Okay, what I'd like to do now is get some boxes. This is very valid. I've got a very good purpose for this. Yikes, that's probably bad. You know, it's probably fine. No, it's not. Thankfully, we noticed it before it got too bad. Always good to do that. So I like this basic design, and I think I'm going to hold on to this basic design. And I'm just going to make more of it. So I'm going to tile this. Should be able to do it. Let's just see how it comes out to first, and then we'll see how we can tile it. Yeah, that's right. And then that goes that way. Yes, and light bulbs are cool. Everyone loves light bulbs. Great. Loving this so far. I do have to make it manually for now, but that's alright. The whole purpose of this is you do it manually once, you don't have to... I just linked brick and copper? Yes, I did. I've realized that now, but thank you. Sorry, I was not paying full attention to the chat. I am paying more attention now. Yeah. Look, I mean, if you don't link in something with the wrong stuff, like what are you doing as a Factorio player? You know, playing correctly? Pff, none of that here, thank you very much. As if I need to tell people that's how I play. But this is looking mostly good. Connect up with the power, very clean, very clean. Okay. So then, once we connect... Oh, we do need that brick, but we don't need it in just yet. And we are going to need a lot more copper by the time this day is done. And copper is also needed down here. Okay. So that should start making most of these things. More so if we remember to put in all the... Oh gosh, I can't wait until we get bots. I really can't. That's going to be a wonderful invention. Now, I was considering maybe expanding iron to be more than one line. But at this point, it looks like everything is going excellent. So then what we want to do... How much... Yeah. Problem we're going to run into very, very soon with doing this is that we do not have enough copper. Well, that's okay. Because the important thing is when you don't have enough copper, you can always make more copper. So do not fear about such minor details. It'll be okay. Really, I wonder if I should just sort of start from the top and just build one down each unit. Might be a little bit easier and a little bit more reliable to do it that way. Because see, already I'm missing stuff. Okay, so next is this line. Next is this line. Cool. Then we have missed these, so put those in there. Choice. And then we're so close to having a almost working factory. I cannot stick on one thing at a time because I just can't do that. There's no reason for it, it's just it would just be good engineering to do things methodically, and I don't do methodically. I can't even say the word methodically, it seems. Maybe. We'll see. Power, 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 power. Power. Belts, I guess. Look, everything seems to be running. Okay, cool. That is green circuits. Now, green circuits I have a plan for. Because right now I've got one line of them, and I think that's rad. But I think we're going to have to start expanding things outwards. So I'm going to expand this over to here. This is going to be called the belt expansion. Or the bus expansion, whatever you want to call it. I don't really, haven't thought that far ahead. Now we've got a lot of green circuits now, so that is wonderful. That is good news. Everyone is happy. Okay, now everything is actually going. Great. The problem is this is going to be using way more copper than we have. That's okay. I got a plan for that. I'm going to repair these. At some point I will be dismantling this old defensive line. But right now I just like it as just a backup. So don't worry about that. So, we've now got... We don't need that. We don't need that. What we do need is blue science. We need that. And I guess we need multi-cylinder engines. Those are pretty simple to build though. We're not too worried about that. They're not even that useful. They don't really need to be bussed. Not really. So we can almost make those on site where we're making the blue science. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is probably make plastic. Now I know making plastic is going to be something that I need a lot of, which is good because I got coal right here. So what we are going to do though is just... Wow, we've got a lot of stone on us. That's not great. Can we ditch any of this stone here? Probably not. Actually, yes, all of it. Fantastic. Copper is coming down as well. It's not a full belt of copper no matter how you look at it, so that's not great. But the good news is it does appear that we are using the core miners now. Or at least slightly better. And what we would like to also do, just if we ever get to the point that we're using core miners more... Not today! One day that thing's going to hit me. But not today. Okay, so iron, that should be feeding off to the side as well. It's kind of not. That's alright. The whole reason you check these things later. I mean, it's probably the reason you should check them immediately, but whatever. Input priority is that way. Yes, indeedy do it is. Indeedy do is my new catchphrase apparently. I didn't know it either, but here we go. No. We'll just connect it into that. And a lot of these mines are actually running out of ore, which is fine. I do want to get rid of this one sooner rather than later. And once that's gone, then we can really focus on getting my proper iron smelter going. Although that being said, the copper smelter may be needed next. So, plastic. Which is coal and petroleum gas and some chemical plants. Well, let's get some chemical plants because I'm pretty sure we don't make those yet. It's just steel. Well, that's annoying. How many of these do we need? A few. We also need glass, which we don't carry that on us either. There will be a day where we start making chemical plants, but today is not that day. Okay, so we're going to have 7 chemical plants. Will that be enough for plastics? Yeah, sure, why not? If I say sure, why not loudly enough, maybe I'll believe it. That's the logic I'm going to go with today. Now we know petroleum's up here. It's right there. Currently cutting through sulfur, always good. So, how much does one of these make? One of these makes... Let's worry about red transport belts. So 15 of these would make a full belt. So let's go 14, so that's 7 aside, huh? Well, I don't have 7 aside. I barely even have what I wanted. I mean, I don't, so... Oh, hey look, there's a brick in there. Whoops. How'd that get in there? It's alright, it's gone now. It's those little design things that really just punish you forever, aren't they? Okay, so if we have... do it this way, that will probably be pretty good. And then we have the pipes. Thankfully I know we've got a lot of petroleum, so I'm not too worried about that. And we should have a lot of coal as well. Now hopefully we'll be getting away from coal fairly quickly, but who knows for sure. It's the hope. You always hope that you get away from coal, but I mean it's a reliable energy source, and hey, welcome to Earth's problems, right? Like literal real Earth problems here. Okay, and that's going to of course make my oil refineries make some petroleum. That's okay, we kind of want that. And I might as well hook that. If I do it like this, it's probably going to be a little bit easier. And no, it's going to be the long inserter, so it needs to be like that. Yes, it does need to be like that. And we're about to run out of belts. Very soon we will be upgrading to red belts, probably straight after this. You know what I've done? I've done the exact same thing I told myself not to do. You say I don't learn a lesson very quickly, but I certainly don't learn a lesson very quickly. Okay, and build a bigger warehouse. And that should be plastic at that point. I mean, you know, once it's all belted up and got inserters and all that sort of jazz. Look, we're so close, that's what I'm saying. We're very close. We probably need to grab some undergroundies as well. Because we only have 33 of those. I don't know how I've got an odd number of them, that's a concerning fact. But if I take a guess, it's probably the bike has destroyed one and I had to rebuild one of them. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't actually know if that's true or not, but I also don't need to know. The less I know, the happier I am. Ignorance is bliss, in other words. Okay. Plastique. That's some good plastic right there. I think everyone's very excited about plastic being real. Now, what do we need for this? Copper cable, electric circuits, and plastic bars. Okay, so what I think we do here is we do want plastic. Like, plastic is something I do actually actively want. Because plastic is so useful for so many things. It's useful for 16 things, some of which I actually need more of. Some of which I don't even know how much I need. Railguns? I don't think I need those. Ooh, ion streams. Anyway, my point is... plastic's good for some good stuff, actually. I need a lot of plastic. Low densities, obviously you always need a lot of low densities, so that's good stuff. So we're going to just put it going down there. And let's just blow up a few of these cliffs. Great. Now what I could do if I was feeling a little bold... Am I feeling bold though? That's the question. I don't know where they're attacking. It bothers me. They do attack down there a lot. And I suppose at some point I do need to go down there and say hello to them. Not yet. Now, we did just build some cool storehouses. Now, I had a plan for those. So I'm going to need a lot of steel plates. Not yet. We will need to optimize steel very soon, though. It keeps seeming to be the problem of things I keep saying. Maybe just a couple of strong boxes for now. And see, that's what I was thinking was going to be happening somewhere. So we're going to divide that. We do need to make fast inserters at some point, but not yet. Okay. So that's going to fill that up, which is exactly what you want to see in life. And because I just don't trust that the same thing's not going to happen here. Okay, so that should now put me into a position where the... Oh. You know what, that oil base may need to go get dealt with very soon. And this has got too much water in it. Okay, yep, that's a problem I can deal with now. Because if we bring this around to over here and put a pump in it, like so, in theory, it shouldn't be using quite as much water. So that will pump some of the water through, as long as some of the water's going through, because it... Oh. Really? Did we go through our charges? Because each one only makes 50 water, so yeah, that should be sufficient. And that also means these are actually going now? Yeah, that actually burns through my power at appropriate rates. Well, that's pleasing. And yeah, okay, that's good. Stone bricks are being made, but not super fast. That's alright, we will be changing a lot of this design very soon, but for now it just does what we need it to do. And the water consumption is going down and oil is building, but that's probably okay for now. We'll see. Okay, advanced circuits. Now I believe the plan here is I want to build advanced circuits down here. But how exactly? I don't know yet. Figure that out in a moment. First off, let's just get rid of some of these cliffs. There's one thing that makes me happy, it's explosions. And dead biters, but, you know, one of them is less creepy than the other. They're actually both kind of creepy, now that I think about it. Oh well. So be it, I suppose. So, because I think we're going to need a lot of plastic, we're going to split that. What? We got some rocks here, apparently. I didn't ask for rocks, but we get rocks. Sometimes you don't get what you want in life, I suppose, is the point I'm making. And I think we're about time for a repair down there. I don't know how quite cliff explosives work, but I think the less I know about them, the happier I'll be. Like, I know what they do in game, but just like how the textures look, it always kind of confuses me. It does seem like the attacks have slowed slightly since we did that very small incursion on that base. This base is running more and more out of ammo as time goes by, which could be a very big problem. But we'll get over that. We always do. I actually don't think we need to keep upgrading warehouses. I think we've done enough for now. Productivity modules, they could be something that's useful. And we are building the tech required to build those, so let's keep going. Let's keep this train a-rolling, as they say. So what's the plan? Well, if we put electric circuits on one side of this and copper cables on the other, how are we going to do copper cables? Are we going to import copper cables? Seems like a bad idea. What we could do is something like this. Actually, offset those by 1. We could do copper cables. And then we do red circuits, also known as advanced circuits. And then we go wah, wah, wah. That worked there as well. That does continue to work. Wah, 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 wah. Okay, so that means up here you would have your basic circuit, sorry, your copper plates coming through. How's that attack going? Oh, that's an attack up there. Thankfully, it's got still got lots of ammo. Okay, so copper plates come into there. We do really need to expand copper plates very, very soon. Also, we've got a big space that we can later on chuck something into the middle of it when we realize we've made a mistake. Always happy to see that. That wants to be there. Okay. So I'll move that further down. Connect that up there. Okay, awesome. This is pleasing. Except for that part. When there was a cliff in the middle of nowhere. The cliffs are sneaky. You don't even see them. Productivity continued. Efficiency module. Because Lord knows you need more efficiency modules on everything you do. They're attacking that top base. That base should actually survive itself pretty well. Okay. Rad. I'm going to need to go and get a lot more belts, so I'm going to run all the way to the top of the base where I have 500 belts. That's going to be the other advantage when I start building the red belts. They won't be all the way up here. And while I'm here, should I repair some things? Why not? Just keep things a little bit tidy, just so that way when the inevitable doom does arrive, we are slightly okay. That's how the Doom series goes. You got Doom 2016, Doom Eternal, Doom Eventualities. I don't know how the Doom series works, but that's what the Doom series should be called. I like Doom 2016 a lot. That was a good game. I don't think anyone's going to argue with me on that. I just don't know about Doom Eternal. It was just too fast for me. I know I sound like an old man when I say that, but that game was just way too quick. It was too many buttons. It was too quick. Just didn't like it. And it made me sad because I wanted to like it. I bought it on day one along with Animal Crossing. Oh, that was a weird day. Yeah, let's release Animal Crossing, a cute little game, and Doom Eternal on the same day. And then let's have Doom Eternal's marketing go, you know what, we love this. This is stupid. Let's just go super hard into this. I'm just glad that that even happened. It's so funny. Okay. The bricks are not nearly enough, but that's okay. We'll get there. Next, we need to have the electric circuits, and they're going to come in through this way. Get out of my way, tree. And other tree. If I wanted 2 trees in my way, I would have asked for them to be in my way. It would have been weird when I did that, but that's what I would have asked for. And that can go through that line. Okay. Now the next question is, how many... Will this actually make enough? That's something I didn't actually question in time. Yeah, it's probably fine. It's not actually going to make that much. It's going to make what? No. Okay, well then the correct answer is we make more of them. To hell with consequences. To hell with the consequences. Yes, this is always a sentence that ends well. Here's a quick question. Where am I putting the power lines? I don't know. Hopefully this works. Nope. Where am I putting the power lines is a very good question. Through the middle. Through the middle works. Okay, we're fine, we're fine. So unfortunately we're gonna have to weave a little bit, but that's alright. We go yellow to yellow, yellow to yellow, yellow to yellow, and then we're fine. Excuse me. Now this will make not actually as much as I needed it to make. What would probably help things if instead of using the slower slower assemblers, I use the faster ones. Oh, and it would probably help to do that too. So let's grab some steel plates. They always look like steel beams, and it bothers me that they're called plates. I mean, I get it, but this bothers me. Okay, that makes almost nothing. It makes 60 a minute. It's not a lot, but it's why do we have 9? Let's go to an even 10. Yellow to yellow. Okay, now that we're going to an even 10. Oh, and apparently we've got some things aren't quite designed properly. That's okay, we're there now. Okay, so that's actually doing pretty well. I'm happy with that. I mean, I could be happier, but, you know, it'll do. And then if we push that one over like that, it fills up the entire belt. Neat. I mean, it fills it up slowly, but fills it up all the same, and that's what we're here for. Okay, so now we need multi-cylinder engines. Okay. Now, single-cylinder engines, if I remember rightly, are used for quite a few things. Although they're not really used for that much. We could probably stop single-cylinder engines. Okay, what about small electric engines? Small electric motors, rather. Small electric motors, on the other hand, super useful. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring down this belt. And this can actually hug this for the moment. And then we're going to split off... Wow, look at all those trees. So in my way. Well, we're cutting down trees, lads. Still holding. I mean, we're getting to the point that we might even be able to use what we get from the core miners to start... the oil that we use for the core miners, we can start using that for fuel for flamethrowers. Could do that. It's probably not the worst idea I've ever had. I know it's not. I've been around some of my other ideas. And we're going to do a couple of things here. We're going to go engine. There we go, single cylinder engine. We're going to get output priority this way. Gives us plenty of room, and I like this room that we've got. So what do we even need for this? We need steel and iron gear wheels. Now steel is something we just don't have a lot of. And I'll also put this over to here. Just check the walls real quick. The walls are looking fine and dandy. I don't want to go get raw fish. You can't make me. Grenades, on the other hand, I do want. I think it's time to go get a few more of these biters out of the way. Nice. We get these biters out of the way, then hopefully we'll not have to expend so much iron in shooting them down. I brought enough material for gates. Turns out I did. I got enough bullets. I got enough bullets. I got grenades. I have 40 grenades. Let's go hunting. That scared me. Defenders will probably be good too, but we'll deal with those soon. That's right, you can use grenades on biters too. I forgot about that last time. Well, we've done some damage to them at least. We're about to do a lot more. Oh gosh, they're mad. Why are they mad? I did nothing wrong. Can I hurt myself with grenades? Vaguely. Not as badly as I thought though. We've still got 13 grenades and 65 clips. We're okay to finish this. At least get a few more of these bases. Okay, that's all we got time for today. But I think the aliens have learned their lesson. Okay, that one hadn't, but he's learned it now. I miss artillery. I like gates. Gates are neat. Just build a nice little cat door. Always good. There's a cliff right there, apparently. Cool. Okay. So, multi-cylinder engines. We need iron gear wheels, single-cylinder engines. That's easy. We've got those already. Iron gear wheels and steel plates. Okay. So, steel we already know is in a dismal situation. I love it. Okay, we're good. So, as I was saying, steel is in an absolutely dismal situation. We do not have near enough steel, but it'll have to do for now. And then it's got to go through the trees. That's okay. We're getting through it. I hate trees so much. Why have I not researched a flamethrower yet? That's the real question. Okay. Let's burn the trees down. Make them rue the day. Now, honestly, probably don't need a lot of these. So what I could do is just go boop, put them into there. We got a meteor in the water. That's fine. It can live there. It ain't bothering nobody down there. Copper is very slow, it would seem. Which is concerning. Combat rocketry sounds fun until you realize it's not explosive rocketry. And then it's just disappointing. Look, let's just keep trying to get warehouses, I suppose. What's going on with copper? Is it just slow because it's just slow? Yeah, pretty much. I think we may actually have a problem with power right now for this. We might need to produce just a little bit more power. Hang on a second. Oh, okay. I was going to say, why are my steam engines not working? They are. We could probably use another solar farm at some point, another row. Not right now, but just something to think about. Wow, when you're injured, you do not heal quickly in this. I guess that's why you got to get fish to... Is that even worth doing? Do fish even grow in these dead pools? Grow could be a interesting choice of words. They don't seem to be moving. Oh, I've killed the fish. Why would the game do this to me? Remember, pollution means production. Okay. Now what I would like to do is I'm going to take this down here and I'm going to turn this. Now this is not going to really work too well right now, but it's going to make more sense later. So we're going to split this into two lines for now. Yes, I know it's only getting one line fed into it, but it's fine. Don't worry, don't question it. The point is, I can now throw more things into the line, which is going to be useful later. Okay, and we're just going to go underground here. Shoop. Lovely. Get out of here, you one-biter. If I wanted your opinion, I would have said, can I please have your opinion, sir? And I didn't. I didn't want your opinion. Damn, that's harsh. Okay, so I always like to spread out my base just a little bit because I know how spaghetti it gets when I'm not paying attention. So if you spread it out, the spaghetti is more spread out and you can more easily, use a fork on it. I really wish these were in the other way around. But they're not. So that's... Wait, why am I doing this with iron plates when I could just use the gear wheels I've already made? There's gear wheels literally right here. A valid question. Whatever. Question I do not care to answer. Also, I do not think we need to worry too much about this. Okay, so the plan is go insert, and then we want to go out. And if we can put that there, for instance, then everything is just too damn close. So move it down. Let's move it down one notch. Okay, so let's try that again. In, out, multi-cylinder engines, boop, shoopadoop. That's probably right. Aside from going in the wrong direction. The next thing I need to do is probably make assembly 2s, because assembly 1s are just so freaking slow. And how's this go for making stuff? I think much like the other things, we split them. Yeah. And of course that means we have to weave it as well, but that's alright. Because if I remember rightly, these don't need that many. Okay, actually maybe we don't weave it so much as do it like that. And that does mean power is a lot easier to sort out this time. Okay. And, oh, I suppose we actually need to make these, do we? Rude. And that could probably be just a tad faster. There we go. So if these come in a little bit faster, they should make things a little bit faster. Oh, in fact, actually, once it gets going, it doesn't really matter too much. Okay, cool. So now we have some engines of multi-cylinders. Glorious. Cool. Multi-cylinder engines, there we go. Now we shouldn't need too many of these, because they just aren't needed for a lot of things. So now we have everything we need to make blue science. We have sulfur, we have those guys, and we have advanced circuits. So then we can start blue science, and then technology starts going really ridiculously stupid. So that's exciting. I mean, I'm pretty excited by it. So, question is, how do we best want to do this? It's you know what, it doesn't really matter. It's not going to be that fast, so we are not going to put this on the belt so much, on the bus so much, as we're just going to. Well, in that case, why don't we just go the other direction and then we can just link it in? It might be a way better idea. That way it stays away from the bus. And that means these ones need to be. Wait, now I'm confused. So these ones are all on the top, and then we want them, these ones to be on the bottom. So actually it's the same thing. Or is it? Oh my goodness, how am I blanking here? This is such a weird place to be blanking on. You know what, that'll do the job. That's fine. It'll do the job up to the point that it totally didn't really do the job. There we go, that's much better. I'm just like sitting there going, and what's going on there? And I'm like, I don't actually have a clue. Okay. My point is make my multi-cylinder engines, which I need. We know that. So then we need to get multi-cylinder engines. We're running out of belts. That has duly been noted. Being duly noted? I don't know. I've noticed it. That's really what I'm trying to say here. And then there's a bloody cliff in the way. Get out of the way, cliff. And later on, if I want to make more blue science, I would be able to expand that relatively easily. I didn't start a new science. Rail signals. I'm going to need those at some point soon. Oh. That's right, it was getting all its water from this. I was like, why is it glowing red? And I realized because it's actually got turret range. Meteor defense is probably something I need to consider again at some point. I haven't considered it for a while. Look, once a meteor hits us, we'll know how bad they are. This is a great reason to not protect yourself. We don't know if they're dangerous. Meteors, they happen every day. What are they going to do to me? Kill me? That's when you need like the narrator from Arrested Development and go, yeah, probably. They would. Okay. We've got an attack on the south wall. Everything is hunky-dory, as they say. Who says that? People. People say it all the time. Hunky-dory this, hunky-dory that. They love saying hunky-dory. Anyway. That's a bad way to do that. So by that logic, we have the sulfur go on that side. Cool. So this is things that like basically oil products of sorts, really, isn't it? Is an advanced circuit an oil a oil product? I mean, it needs plastic, so sure, why not? And finally, it needs to be split. Now, if I remember rightly, we do actually need sulfur for other things. Let's just double check that before we go. Yeah, we need it for heat shielding, which we're going to be needing a lot of very soon, hopefully, unless I misunderstood how this mod works. Okay, so with that, we will go and make blue science. I'm going to make it here. Now, it goes like this, goes like this, and it also goes like this. That's cool. Good work. Do we need cars? You know what? Artillery needs cars. So we'll need cars one day. Excellent. I'm mostly happy with this so far. And then we just go, wah, like that. Excellent. We ran out of underground belts. It wasn't excellent. I lied. Sorry. I'll do a public apology video later. I'm not actually going to do a public apology video. And I'm going to do a public apology video for that. When will it end? The public apologies. They're all lies. Yeah, they are. It's alright. Public apology or share the donut. Look, you know what? No, you know what I was gonna say, if you ever see me in real life, tell me to share the donut and I will get you a donut. But I am worried that one day someone, like, I might gain some degree of notoriety and I'm scared that, you know what? Fine. Until I say otherwise, if you ever find me in real life and say, can I have a donut? You can have one donut. Limited to one per person. Okay? Unfortunately, I live in New Zealand, so that's going to make that one a bit tricky. But done. Free donut. I feel like I'm probably pretty safe with this one, but at the same time, you know, you can see my face. So if you're in New Zealand, it's not worth the trip. I mean, New Zealand's pretty nice. I love New Zealand. It's a great country. But I don't know if it's worth the trip for a donut that you could buy literally anywhere. But I mean, hey, you know, up to you. Look, I mean, you know, come to New Zealand, get a great holiday, get a free donut. This is my outreach program for New Zealand. Free donut. Just one. Unless you're really convincing with makeup. But you'd have to be really convincing because can't imagine this is something I'll give away often. And at some point I know my friends may see this and be like, hey, Steve, can we get a free donut? And unfortunately I will have to say yes. So it is a free donut, exactly. That does change everything, doesn't it? Well, I mean, I don't anticipate me giving away many free donuts, so it may need to be more than that, I'm afraid. But I mean, who knows? You know? I don't know what's going on with my factory half the time and I built this, so maybe I'm just that unobservant. I mean, if you ask my wife, I'm pretty unobservant, so there you go. And that should be blue science coming in. That's very exciting. So with blue science, what do we want to do with it? Adaptive armor would be interesting. Oh gosh, now I'm just spoiled for choice. I don't know. I didn't think this far ahead. Substations could be good. You know what? Jetpack equipment. Yes. Yes. Yes, jetpacks. I know. I feel ridiculous that I even thought about it. It's obviously jetpacks are cool. Always jetpack. Exactly. Well, actually, hang on. How do I build jetpack? I can build jetpack. Okay, I need modular armor though. Okay, well, that's the next thing, I suppose, because I guess you got to put SeiferKatt. You're getting creative there. How you doing, Solburn? No one tell them about the free donut offer. SeiferKatt. Oh god, the spelling's gotten worse. Okay, so that's... Okay, we should be good with blue science now. So I think I actually do need to make something, a few things. So I need modular armor, we've discussed this. So for that I need... Oh hell, this is easy. Don't be, it's funny. Never apologize for a good joke. AMs? What do you mean AMs? Oops. You know what? I am still on assembler ones. I'm not quite sure why. It's on the list of things to not have. The problem is assembler 2s require steel, and steel is not... I love speed. You know? In a really kind of creepy way. Oh, they got through a wall. Good job, guys. Okay, so what do I need to do? I have forgotten everything I ever knew. I'm building modular armor. Okay, cool. I need still... like 5 more pieces of steel. You know, if I go over here, there's probably steel. You know what? There it is. Okay. Let's take the heavy armor out, build modular armor. Copper is looking rather sad. Is there a particular reason for it? Yeah, we're just running out of copper. That's good. Oh, I know what we need. I know what is more important. No, jetpack is more important. We know this. Jetpack most important. Oh, awesome. How are you going, J Cotter? J Cotter? Okay. That, I'm surprised it took this long to get through. It's not good? Oh. It's not where I saw that one going at all. Why, what's wrong? Oh, well, yeah, okay. I mean, at least it's not pi. That's what people keep telling me. And then I went, haha, pi can't be that bad. And I looked it up and I went, oh god, pi is that bad. Okay. Let's go over there and fix up some of this damage. Pi is worse than that bad. You know what? After seeing how red science is made, I could not agree more. Ooh, they almost got through that one. No, I mean, yeah, I guess it is. Oh, I mean, what am I getting there? It was easy. What am I saying? Look, I don't want to insult people on stream when you're here spending your time chatting, but screw off, mate. I'm not doing pi. I did C block, and I think that's good enough for me. Jeez, no. Why do you want to hurt me? I mean, it's probably a good reason. I need to be put in my place occasionally, I suppose. Good news is oil is being used a little bit more now because of plastics. There are other mods other than pi, yes there are, and I think I would rather try those more. I mean, look, it is too early in the day, or in the game, to start thinking about other mods, you know? I am only just starting with this space exploration. And I think even considering other mods right now is a foolhardy endeavor. Like, I am months away from finishing this. Let's just be honest for a second. Now, I will finish it, I'm pretty sure. Man, this game's great with just the number of mods. I love the modding community in this game. It is absolutely fantastic. Oh yeah, I mean, I underpaid for this game, clearly. Oh god, no. My C block was already too big. And so inefficient. Okay, so, we've got modular armor now. There we go. There's nothing in it. I mean, yes, obviously there's nothing in it. I mean, size-wise, there's no space. Obviously there's nothing in it. I haven't put anything in it yet. Okay, now I do want to make a... I think I need to make a fuel thing. Wow, I'm still injured? Are you serious? I need small electric motors? Okay. And I need steel plates. How good, really? Steel plates in this good economy? Okay, and a fuel refinery. Putin. Just make more steel. Look, there is plans for steel. They're big plans for steel. But before I do that, I need to get my electric refineries. Because I don't want to have to rely on... Okay. Go, guys. So, electric refineries is where I want to go next. So that's not too far. That's only 350 science. That's not much, actually. Okay, guys, are we ready to fly like a goddamn bird? As Nelly Furtado once said, I'm like a goddamn bird. Oh, really? I thought you just put fuel into it. Okay. Well, we can... What am I thinking of? Hang on. Hang on. I was thinking it was something else. It was an oil refinery? I don't know what I was thinking it was. It probably doesn't matter. Oh, I was thinking it was a fuel processor. Well, we've got a fuel refinery now. Yeah, that's, is it Bold Viking? Something Viking. I was, checking him out after people told me to. Bold Viking, yes. People told me to check him out, and it is incredible and terrifying. He's a crazy man, and I respect him for it. Okay. We got fuel. We need to get steel pipes, and then we could be like a gosh darn bird. Unless I've made a mistake and not understood how this works. Okay. Ground control. This is SeiferKatt. We need jetpack fuel apparently. The heck is jetpack fuel? Can burn rocket fuel, nuclear fuel, or process fuel. Not solid fuel. Just okay, so we've got the wrong stuff. That's okay. That's okay. Oddly enough, it's the thing I actually wanted to build that would have worked. Just go in there! That's how you fill up your car with coal. Just... No. Don't do that. It doesn't work. Okay. So, let's try this again. This time, let's do it properly. Okay. I think we're ready to try again. Yeah! Oh wow, that's fast. Okay, how much fuel did that use? Oh heck, that uses no fuel at all. Hell, oh, never mind. Okay. Yeah! Oh, don't mind me. I'm just going to go over here and see what's going on over here. Oh, yeah. Yes! Flying! I mean, oh yeah, flying. It's no big deal. Do it all the time. Don't mind me. I don't actually know where I'm going now. I'm just flying around aimlessly. Okay. I wonder... Oh, shoot. I just hit J. Actually, do I burn fuel while just hovering? Yes, I do. Okay, good to know. Okay. Okay. So, the next thing I need is grenades. Let's see. What are you going to want grenades for? Aren't you a friendly citizen of the world? No. What happens if you fall in the water? Science must be done! Yeah! Oh, done the green water. Oh. Haha! I just can't reach me here. Fools. What will you do when I am out of range? Hmm? Hmm? Oh god. Oh god, I'm not flying. Why am I not flying? Can they bite me from here? Yes, they can. Oh god, and then they ground me. Okay. A God-given right as a citizen. No. Stop doing that. It's rude. I guess I ran out of fuel. Okay, next question. Okay, I've run out of fuel. As long as I'm near land, I can propel myself back. But probably don't do that. That's just J. J for jetpack. Yeah! Okay, so let's just have lots of fuel in my inventory, because it's probably a good thing to have. Now, the next thing I need to make is probably steel. No, I want to get heat shielding going. Okay. I think there's a way to suicide. I mean, there's always a way to suicide, but it doesn't mean that's the option you should ever take. You know, if you're having problems, please see a professional. Anyway, I was about to say jokes aside, but no, actually. Seriously. Okay, so that's looking alright then. Take some of that stone, I suppose. Quick! We need to place more stone! I'll do it with my jetpack! Yeah! Damn, that was 2,000 stone right there. It was fun, but wasteful. Anyway, they put the stone over there. I probably want that key to be not J. Probably better. Is F ever used for anything? Flip. V. Connect rolling stock. How often do I need to do that though, really? Very often. Okay, so it's going to be V for vertical. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Okay, we're going to change that control. Jump. Jet. A. V. Or, what if we set it to mouse 5? Before we do that, was mouse 5 used for anything else? Mouse 5 is used for clear cursor and pipette tool. So, Q. Nope, wasn't used for anything. Works for me. Okay, we probably do need to take it off the other ones though. I've done it a couple of times in like my whole C block run when I was upgrading trains. That was the only time I ever did it. Like when I was taking them from 1 to 2. Oh, 1 to 3 rather. Okay, so controls. We want to clear that. No, just right. Clear those. That's fine. Okay, now we can fly at a touch of a mouse button. Let's go get those fish. Oh, and it does snap you closer to the water if it has to. So if you are in the land, like in the water, and it can snap you to the ground or a safe place, it'll do that. Okay, we need some med packs because you do not heal very fast. Okay, well... Yeah! Okay, I'm gonna stop doing that eventually, but right now I'm just having so much fun, and I'm sorry if this is annoying. And I say this to both you and me, who is going to watch this later, and see my unbridled joy of going, yeah, repeatedly. You know what? What are you gonna do? Shoot me? I'm flying away. Run, little biter! Death from above, fools! Well, it's got a little bit of drift. Tokyo drifts a little bit. Oops, just jump over this cliff. Oops, forgetting how to use controls. Ah! You know that bit in Iron Man where he's like using the suit for the first time and he goes way too high and the whole thing freezes up on him? Just reminded of that bit. They call me the Racketeer. I mean, Rocketeer. Well, they also call me the Racketeer, but that's for a different reason. Jesus, what happened here? Oh, that's what you get for attacking me in my home. Why they call me the Racketeer? I would need to check the dictionary definition of racketeering, but that's probably your answer. It's okay. They ain't never called me because they don't know who I am. Because I ain't never admitted anything on camera. Wait. Shit. Alright, so a lot of this is just being closed off now, which is pretty good. Stone. I mean, yeah, it's kind of what we expected from stone, isn't it? And I thought we had a... Okay. So rather than getting very excited constantly, we need to finish advanced material processing before we go to making a lot more iron and a lot more steel. Now the plan is also we're going to make the steel. That's going to be second nature to me very soon. We want to make the iron and probably ship it in from there, that side. What we want... Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm just flying around aimlessly now because I'm just having a good time. I'll stop now, I promise. Blue science is not being made fast enough, and that's because of steel. Okay. You know what? We know... Okay. Let's start thinking about this. We need heat shielding, which is a lot of stone tablets, steel plate, and sulfur. Okay. Oh shit. So we need steel to make steel. That's ironic. Okay, so what I want to do anything is I mean, we don't need steel to make steel, but we need steel to make the vast quantities of steel I want. So the plan is this area over here is going to be my furnace. Now, it'll start here, and once it starts burning through all this iron, I will expand it further. But for now, Actually, for that, let's make fast transport belts. They're just cogs and not cogs. The two things that are involved here. That's bad. If only someone could fly to the rescue! I mean, it's also bad. It shouldn't have gotten that bad. Everyone is dead, but it's fine. I mean, there was no one there to begin with, to be fair, but probably still shouldn't have happened. Repairing the walls after retribution for cool flying antics. So the question is, do we really focus on getting iron first or steel first? And the correct answer is, why not both? Okay, let's go. How much fuel do I have? 79 fuel. That's heckin' nice. You'll excuse my language. Okay, so we do have my miners and they're doing a very good job. But the plan is that once I start this furnace, this iron will no longer be going to the furnace. Like my other old furnace, it'll be going to this new one that I'm creating now. It'll also be generating a heck lot of pollution, but that's probably fine for the moment. And half the iron I want to become steel, and half the iron I want to become, well, iron. If I could think about making vulcanite, it might even be more efficient to... Might be a more efficient way to do this. But, you know what? Grenades. Actually, whoa, hang on a second. I can build a flamethrower now. Not only can I build a flamethrower, I should build a flamethrower now. What sort of fuel do you take? You take solid fuel? Of course not. Why would you? Do you take... What do you take? Someone please help. What does a flamethrower take as ammo? Rocket fuel? That can't be right. Oh, wait, it takes its own proprietary ammo, doesn't it? Oh. Like steel plate, crude oil. Okay, well, that's slightly annoying. And chemical facility. Okay, well, we don't have chemical facilities. There's a lack of steel plate. You know what? Steel plate's beginning to piss me off. We need to get that sorted. I mean, saying any fluid except water is actually a little bit of an incorrect statement, because, for instance, what about ion stream? That's a fluid, apparently, as far as the game's concerned. Okay. So this was not important for what we were doing, but it's also the most important thing I've ever done. I mean, I think I might be later. I don't actually know what the later weapons are. I just don't know if that's a flamethrower at that point. How much fire does this make? Some, hopefully. Just gonna make a couple of units of flamethrower. I know. Oh, it was for my personal flame. Oh shit. Whatever. It's for my personal flamethrower. Deal with these trees. I'm a New Zealander. We care about conservation. That didn't really do as well as I hoped it would. I guess it's doing okay. is kind of dealing with the trees. It's not particularly well. The best thing about burning trees is trees consume oxygen. Oh, sorry, pollution. And when you burn them, it just creates more pollution instead. It's like the complete opposite of what a tree is meant to do. You know what? I think fires worked pretty well. That black cloud is ominous. Officer, I don't know who it was. Remember, as Smokey the Bear says, only you can start forest fires. We don't have Smokey the Bear in New Zealand, but I know of him. Thanks to Simpsons. Which, you know, when you think about it, one, Smokey the Bear, why is his name Smokey if he's a firefighter? That seems concerning. And two, why is he wearing pants? Like, is it more or less concerned if he was or was not wearing pants? I don't know. It's all questions we've got to ask ourselves. Now, I was actually... Oh, God, I'm all over the place right now. I'm sorry. I was going to make red belts because that's actually more important for this. And could we also make fast inserters here? Probably another good question. I must use a satellite. Well, I'm not doing that now, am I? I made a mistake. I pressed the wrong button. Okay, so inserters. It's iron circuits and iron circuits. Hell yeah. Electric circuits and iron plates. Okay, so we don't really want that right now. What I do want to do is split the belts off. Just the belts for now. There's an inserter there as well, but that's okay. And we also want this. Now the good news is yep, that's fine. Okay, yep, looking good, more or less. Maybe less than more. It's alright, we're getting there. I still did it wrong though. That's okay. You gotta expect these things sometimes. Okay. Now, there's just a rock there, that's cool. Love that rock. And we're just going to go fast inserters here. Just put them in boxes. Just wooden boxes, because we've got lots of them. And when we have inserters, why do we not have inserters? Oh, all my inserters went that away. Interesting. No. Not what I wanted. Okay, so now we've got probably a little more room. You know, this works. It's ugly and it's stupid, but it'll work. No, that's not even what I want. It's those. Okay, we're fine. It'll work. Okay, we're good. We're good now. So that should make my... We okay? Not really, actually. I don't like the fact that we do have a hole in the wall. Man, I love oh shit, I'm on the wrong side of the wall. I love flying. It is, you know, absolutely right call on jetpack before anything useful. Because the jetpack has filled me with joy. It's what the J in jetpack stands for. Because it's actually a joyous pack. I don't tell you that, but it's like scuba. It's a backronym. The scuba, the backronym was a laser, I forget. And you know what? I don't even care if this fills up completely. What I do care about if it fills up completely is this all this wood that I've got. My goodness. I have so much wood right now. Kind of scared myself there. Now, of course, I may need to make more of these in the future. But for now, I think we're okay. Just about getting the logistics a bit faster right now. We are still kind of working on more steel. Yes, that's why we're getting the red belts. The red belts are part of it. Flamethrower ammo? Yes, please. Oh, look at all those trees. Pave the way for production. Okay, well. Probably wanted the way for production to be paved a little bit better, but that's okay. We just made a big upside down, like a sea that fell over. Which is honestly what I say when I fall over. Help, I'm a sea and I fell over. So right now, I think iron is fine. I'm not super fussed with iron right now, but the plan is... I think we need to stop steel from going anywhere right now, because we're going to need to pick it up all in a moment. Because when these are complete, we are going to go absolutely nuts. We're going to just absolutely lose our shit and get it done. And that is the scientific term for what's going to happen. And we do need to pick up more assemblers. Not assemblers, sorry. Electric mining drills. How much steel does this need? It needs 5, but we do need heat shielding, which I had not considered. What do we need for heat shielding? Stone tablet, steel plate, and sulfur. Son of a... Okay, that's fine. How much heat shielding does each one of those make? 1. Shit. Alright, actually, hang on. Stone tablet, that's a bit of a pain, but not a big deal. What we could do is put heat shielding in here. Get out of the way, Cliff. And that might be the best idea I've had today. Okay, so we need sulfur. Okay, let's just type it in and actually get it started. So we need stone tablet, steel plate, and sulfur. Now, all those things are relatively easy to get, some easier than others. How long until solar flare? Look, we got tons of time, ZZ Knight. Don't you worry about that. We got a full 1 day, 16 hours. We got so much time, I'm not even worried about solar flares. I'm a little concerned about solar flares, but by the time the solar flare comes in, we should be in space. Now, I mean, I know space is not a place that you go and never return from. William Shatner proved that to us. But no, it should be okay. We'll be alright. Don't be afraid. I know we're all very brave people. Very stoic individuals, I know. All of us. Every one of us. There is a way to defend from the flare. The umbrella, I am aware. Where's that one coming? Miles away, don't care. So do not fear the flare, which is the advertising campaign we've got going at the moment. Okay, we need a lot of stone tablets. We're going to need a lot of heat shields as well. We know this. It is known. And then we need steel plates and sulfur. First off, we need stone. Actually, how much is this going to require? Yeah, it should be fine. Okay, cool, cool. Our recycling facility. Oh. Well, that's going to be a really exciting day for me then, isn't it? Okay, well, look. I think we can all agree that when the solar flare comes, I'm going to be in danger. I mean, I wasn't saying that before, but with this new knowledge, it could be a lot more interesting than I'm currently expecting it to be. Exoskeleton could be good. Or enough repair. Okay. We'll sort that out when we get there. We've got plenty of time. When we go to 10 hours, then we probably start panicking. So we need bricks. It is known. I mean, it should be exciting. I think when that day comes, it'll be an event. I am a little bit anxious about it, but we will get through it together. Or not. I mean, it really depends. Depends what you're up to on the day. You don't have to be here, I suppose. You can do whatever you want on that day. But when that day comes, it'll be on YouTube, and I'm sure it'll be glorious. Okie dokie. So, we should now have the stone boards. Now we also go from yellow to yellow. That's the rule that we had last time, and it worked pretty well. Yellow to yellow. And it gives me place to put my... Okay, that's kind of funny, just how quite slightly small they are. Okay. Okay, so we need steel and sulfur. Now we know steel exists. We've seen it before. Steel does exist. It is going to get you. And where the hell is steel? Is that steel? That's my steel line. Okay. What I could do, of course, is... What do I need heat shielding for? Probably everything. Yeah, heat shielding is needed for 43 objects. Okay, so we need a lot of heat shielding, is what I'm hearing. Okay, and I think we're going to still need stone bricks for various purposes, so let's just get them going. Okay, so steel is not coming right now because we turned it off. Sorry. Yes, we do need it. I'm just trying to figure out how to get it over there. And getting sulfur in there as well. It might be best, actually, if... Figure out where steel's coming from again. There. So if we split steel that away... And we will have sulfur coming low. We're going to need a lot of sulfur, I've just realized, but that's okay. We're going to need a lot of these heat shields as well. And the heat shields can buffer up on this side of the bus. Wow, okay, these take 10 seconds each to make. So sure, or probably even longer. Oof. Look, I'm really excited for this, the solar flare. It should be super cool. I've seen enough Dragon Ball Z to know solar flare is a very powerful ability. And so I'm very excited about it. Okay. And then yellow to yellow, yellow to... well, yellow, I suppose. This will probably also use a lot more stone bricks, but that's okay. We've got a lot of them. I remember last time I saw up there, we were actually having an overabundance of stone bricks. So, it should be fine. Now, steel is of course a problem, and it will remain a problem until we sort this shit out. So... move that one across. Move that up. I'll get out of the way then. Rude about it. Cool. And then we shall chuck this on the line as well. The plan is this can go into here. That can extend out a little bit further. That doesn't need to go underground. That's just being silly now. Okay. Good. So we've got heat shielding now. And we've got a new section of bus that's very important to me. Now, we don't have enough heat shielding. I think I don't need to tell anyone that. But what we do have is 20? We have exactly 20. That's something. We didn't need 20. Why did I think we needed 20? Oh, because we needed we needed 20 stone tablets. Okay. So this is fine. So we can turn the steel off now. Looks like everything's going along rather smoothly right now, so the only problem is lack of power. Cool. And we might need another storage tank, actually. The area I was in is very dark. Thank you very much for letting me know. I will illuminate that. I appreciate people letting me know when the area I'm in is dark, because I never want us to be in a dark place with this stream. If only I could be so incandescent. Alright. Had a really good beat to it, actually, that. There's way too many wires for red circuits. Well, the good news is, if it's way too many wires, it just won't use them. Problem solved. It just won't use them. That's okay. It doesn't have to use them. I'm not making it do anything it doesn't want to. Okay, so where are we at to? So we've got the stuff to start making the furnaces. That's pretty good. We are flying because that's awesome. I think this might actually be a task for next session. A lot of progress is being made, absolutely. Yoink. Let's go to there, steal this. So we've got enough for quite a few of these. So how many do we have? We have 6. Okay. So if these are doing iron, which they are going to be doing iron. Oh gosh. Stop. Turn the other way, guys. Glory is that way. I guess we'll find out, won't we? I mean, I've got a lot of solar panels ready to go. I've got a lot of... No, I probably don't, to be honest. Okay. How much power do these even take? I don't know. 186 kilowatts. Oh gosh, no, I do not have the amount of power for this. Absolutely not. That's alright. Important thing about when you don't have enough power is you can always get more power. I mean, it literally comes from the sun. So much it's going to give me a hug. That's how much power I'm going to have. How much power does this use on its own? Well, actually, there's a few things I want to look at. First off, that is 1/5 of a belt. Double the amount of power that steel furnaces take? That's fine. Steel furnaces don't use the sun. Oh, these are using 1 megawatt on their own, are they? Oh. Oh. Hey, we got a meteor. It didn't do as much damage as I thought it would. I really thought it was going to do more damage. Okay, so next session, we're going to continue building that out, and we will be getting a lot more solar power going. Also, hello, my meteor friend. Welcome. It is good to see you. Efficiency modules. Well, you know what? I could build efficiency modules. That's probably not a bad idea. Wait, a fantastic idea, in fact. So let's just test it out. Wait until it lands on something? I wait until it lands on me, honestly. That's just the first meteor that's actually graced us with its presence properly. Is this not connected? No, not really. Okay, is it connected now? It is. Okay, so how much these taking up 186. I put some efficiency modules in them. They go down to next to nothing. Wow. They go to 36 kilowatts. Yeah, it's not a meteorite. It's not a meteorite. It does look kind of meaty. Look at that one. Just imagine that as some sort of steak. Yum, yum, yum. Yummy. Anyway, with the delicious, delicious meteorites and the crisis of power averted, we are done for today. So thank you everyone for watching. I appreciate having you here and discussing the flaws of everything that I do. If you've enjoyed today and you're not currently following, please give a follow. I'd really appreciate that, and you can continue being part of the madness that is this factory. Look at that. Just damn, it takes nothing then. Yeah, you can continue being part of the madness that is this factory. I play 3 times a week, Mondays, Saturdays, and Thursdays. Today is a Monday. But the schedule is kept up to date fairly well, so if you're ever not sure if I'm streaming, check the schedule, and that will tell you the truth. I mean, I'm pretty consistent with my schedule, so that should be enough. If you do so feel inclined, you may also subscribe. Do not feel like you have to. I will be running Factorio regardless, but if you feel like you want to kick me a little bit of money, I ain't going to say no to that. You can also view these episodes on youtube.com/SeiferKatt. So if you realize, it's Tuesday, I missed the Monday stream, do not worry. You can see the stream on YouTube. It'll be posted in about 24 hours of the stream going up in the first place. So, hang on, let's just deal with that first. So you've got that option to you as well. Oh gosh, they probably came in through that way, huh? There is also a Discord channel if you do so feel inclined to join. That is the best way to get in touch with me outside of my streaming hours. So if you'd like to join that, you are more than welcome. What else? I think that's about everything. There's not as much iron coming through here as there used to be. That's okay. That'll all be fixed very, very soon. As soon as these things consume everything. And we're done for today. So thank you for watching. As I said, subscribe, follow if you're not currently following. And I will see you next time. So take care, everyone, and I'll see you on Thursday.